Guys, Deluded Guna, YouTube's N'Golo Kante. One of you got in my comments and asked me to talk about Everton again briefly. Now, I'm not an Everton fan. I'm not going to pretend to know the club more than Everton. But what I can do as an outsider looking in, I can sympathise a lot with Everton. Where do I start? Started this season, it started off well. I'm so sure they beat Stoke, forgive me if I'm wrong. They won the first leg of their playoffs in Europa League. Fantastic draw against City, 1-1, that's a good point. People were calling, saying Koeman's done some smart business. I can't say his name, but Morishishi, or whatever his name is, one of the majority shareholder at Everton, was talking mad, was saying that they're going to spend this, they want to do that, they want to do the third, and they looked like the club that is going to disrupt the top six. And I still think a lot of that holds a lot of weight, but this season is very much damage limitation. But let's go back on task. Yeah, man. They were talked about. They started off decent. People were praising Koeman's business. He went on after Sandro, former La Masia graduate from Barcelona, double figures in the La Liga last year in the top division. He's young, had the time on his hands. He was held a smart business. Wayne Rooney, experienced, ex-Evertonian, won everything at Man United. Seen as giving the fans and the club and the players a boost. They brought in Sigurdsson for 50 million. I don't know why he decided to do that, but people are saying Everton have got the money to splash and do them things now. And they brought in several other players that got praised for several other reasons. In hindsight, people are not going to rate it now, but that is what man was saying in the time. Michael Keane and Pickford, man was saying that, English core, two great English players, they're doing a lot, they could be sold on for profit, and a lot of that's to a degree true, certainly for Pickford. But yeah, now we're seeing them, where are they, 13th, after 13 games, they've lost 7, I believe, they've drawn 3, and they've got only 3 wins. A team like Everton, they're better than that. The fans are proud, supporting fans, and they deserve better than that. Now, how do I start? I'm going to start with the defence. They cannot defend, pardon my language, they can't defend for shit. Like, I thought Arsenal couldn't defend. They couldn't defend. Like, close your legs. Like, what's going on? Like, you just lying down and just taking it. It's ridiculous. Like, some of the errors would make me mad. Like, it doesn't matter if it was that 5-1 against Atlanta. Oh yeah, people were saying Davy Klaassen was a good signing, and to be honest, he was. I even was saying that. I mean, you saw him playing for Ajax. He was getting goals. He's seen someone that could be a decent player. But yeah, man, you see, it don't matter if I was then off target there. Off task. It don't matter if they got battered against United. When United hit 4, Atlanta hit 3, and then 5 the other week. It just looks like a cricket score every week. Spurs, when they got 3, we started off poorly against them, but then when they slapped in 5, Southampton slapped in 4 the last game. How many goals are they conceding? If they carry on like this, they're going to concede their record amount of goals conceded ever in the Premier League. You cannot stay up. I do believe Everton have too much quality to go down, but when you defend like this and play like this, I can't really defend you, and everything's possible. The only saving grace is that a lot of teams are playing poorly right about now. But yeah, man. The signings for me, I'm gonna go back to Sigurdsson. I can't get over that. 50 million. From when you can spend 50 million on a subpar talent, no disrespect to him, he is substandard. He made a step up to Spurs, it didn't happen for him, and he's not worth 50 million. And some people tried to get my comments after he scored a goal for it in his debut or whenever he scored and tried to say, was you right? Where are you now, you silly twat? But yeah, he weren't worth it. From you can do that, that just shows that you don't have to look at your youth talent. That just shows you don't have to be as critical when spending money for signings if they're going to be a success or not. And that's come to bite them on the bum. A big thing that's going to go under the radar is, I believe it's with Koeman. It's inability to defend. Like, it started with him. Like, I'm not an Everton fan, so I can't remember word for word, but I'm pretty sure they've switched between 3 at the back and 4 at the back. It don't matter what side it is. The 3 at the back had serious problems, communication problems. Michael Keane, there's many opportunities. Some of the goals that they've conceded is ridiculous. It's things where people are not telling them man on, people are not sensing danger and getting back in position. Just simple things that just disorganized defense. Yes, forwards win you games. Defenses win you titles. Defenses make the difference between relegation and promotion and staying afloat. And it's not happening. It's not happening here. Now they've went and got, I can't say his name. Is it Unsworth or whatever? David Unsworth. He is a joke, man. Done his thing in the for the youth. He won the league for the under-23s. He's playing a couple young players there, but he's not the man for it. He does scream like a joke, man. He doesn't look like someone that can galvanize a squad, someone that can galvanize anybody past the ages of 20, to be honest with you. How is he going to go, and no disrespect to him, how is he going to go and tell these established, some of them for their countries, how to play? So Koeman has to take blame. Unsworth has to take blame. But for me, the players have to take blame as well, because come on now, if you know all of these things are going down, it's the players that went and conceded 4 against United, 5 against Atlanta, and then 3 against Atlanta as well, 5 against us. Some of these defensive drills are ridiculous. Now, whether they feel sorry for themselves, whether they're scared to play, it's not on. There's a lack of effort. It's stale. Like, you're a professional footballer. If you know certain things aren't happening, where are the crisis meetings? Where are they doing things differently defensively? Invincibles, Fergie teams, members of both of them sides have said if it wasn't working under them two managers, they would do their own thing. Now, they're senior players in that Everton side. Why are they not doing that, especially defensively? I'm seeing Williams make errors that a 17-year-old wouldn't make. I'm seeing Jagielka do the same. You two are seasoned veterans in that side. What is going on? Like I said, where's the crisis meetings? Where's the trying something different? Like, you don't look together. There's no togetherness. Nobody looks like they want to stand up to be counted and galvanise the side and just stand up for themselves and put any pride. There's no pride in that Everton shirt right now. And if I sympathise with them fans, man, I really sympathise with them fans. Like, Unsworth has got 5 losses in 7. He just looks like he's resigned to defeat week in, week out. He's still trying to say they're doing certain things all right, which they're not. Like, it just looks like a joke. The players have to take blame. The players have to take blame. Yes, the managers are at fault as well, but the players are getting away with a lot, man. A lot. Like I said, Morales, Rooney, Jagielka, Williams, all of these players should be digging. Coleman's injured, but he's known as a big influence in that change room. Players should be digging players out. Players should be holding people accountable. What is going on? For me, they need to go back to basics. Work on defensive drills. Work on playing it out the back. Work on cut of 2 banks of 4. Work on pushing up and holding a line. They need to go back to basics because it's not happening. It's really not happening. It's just a bunch of headless chickens, especially when some of the young players like Kenny, God bless him, he's trying hard, but he's just getting ripped. Headless chickens out there. Now, in regards to who takes over, they're linked with Paulo. I forgot his name, but I'm pretty sure he manages Schalke. He's done all right at Porto. He got fired, but he won a cup there. He's led previous sides to promotion. He's an ex-centre-half, so on the basis that I'm saying they need to improve defensively, they might go for him. He's somewhat of a risk, like Marco Silva, because we don't really know extensively what we're going to get with him. But say it turns out like Marco Silva and it's a madness. And to a degree in this season, they can afford to take risks because I do think they're too good to go down. I say that lightly because no one's too good to go down. I say that lightly, could take risks. But at the same time, they're linked with Big Sam. I can't fault them for that. Stability is a damage limitation season. It's somewhat, let's just forget about what's happened. Let's just focus on staying afloat in the Premier League and going again next year. I still believe Everton can be a side to a degree to challenge the top 6, because the owner wants to do it. If they signed Giroud/Frio and them players there, they could have done it. But they need to pull in the right direction. And who knows, next season, this might be just one big nightmare. They might be en route to that. They need a manager that can pull them into this. A lot of the blame is with Koeman because ultimately he recruited these players and Unsworth is a bit stitched up because these are not his guys and he can only work with what he can work with. But the players are getting away with a lot in that side. The players are going, whether it's away at Southampton or at home against us, and not putting in performances. And people pay their hard-earned money to go support their club, So this is a joke. For me, I'd probably just go back to basics in that side. Make it as stable as hell. Just go with Gay in the middle. Who else? Gay. Just go with the most defensive-minded or disciplined midfielders they possibly can. Maybe even play Rooney up front and get him to drop to make more midfielders. They need to make themselves rigid and unable to play against, to be honest with you, because they're just getting cut open. They're low on confidence. Look at Michael Keane. He's feeling sorry for himself week in, week out. And it's only now you see wonders that Sean Dyche has done, man. Like, he's looking mad fraudy right now. But yeah, man. One of you guys asked me for my opinions on Everton, so I've given it, man. Guys, Deluded Gooner, signing out, get in the comments and do the rest. Thank you very much for watching. It means a lot.